Right, it's time for a new adventure today, starting off with a trip to Bydgoszcz. Actually a city I haven't been. Let's hop on board.
Następny pojazd, tor główny, Bydgoszcz Wschód. Wjedzie na tor drugi przy peronie trzecim. Pociąg objęty jest obowiązkową rezerwacją miejsc. Wagony.
Right, here's my favorite train again, the Intercity PKP. And I'll be 2 hours and 50 minutes on board this train via Torun on the way to Bydgoszcz. First class trip. Let's go and enjoy the ride. Starting off with the bathroom cleanliness check of the train to Bydgoszcz. Cleanliness 10 out of 10. Dzień dobry z Bydgoszcz. Good afternoon from Bydgoszcz. Never been here before, new city on the list. Time to go find a meal. Nice looking city. I've been in Torun already a long time ago, I should go back. But Bydgoszcz, not too bad looking either. It's a bit of an upcoming city in Poland, I've heard. Let's try out some Indian Nepalese food right here near the station. We can see it's quite a historical city. Lots of good architecture during the war times. City had a German name, Bromberg. So I still have to go to the actual center, but the whole wide center area is full of these beautiful buildings. But just there are so many cars everywhere, so much traffic. If I was a mayor of any Polish city, I would just make the whole wide center pedestrianized and try to just make it the largest pedestrian area, not just street like Łódź has in all of Europe. Just all of it pedestrianized. Make some large garages to park for all the citizens, a little bit around, and all of this just for strolling or bikes, whatever. But perhaps it's just me. Otherwise I'm not much for the green agenda and everything, but pedestrianized areas I'm a big fan of. I think someday in the future we'll look back and think, how did we ever have these many cars in the cities we live? It's a lot. Everyone seems to be in line for a place called Mannequin. I've seen that more in Poland, where some places have big lines because of some TikTok influencers that go there, and then people actually stand in line for a restaurant. I never do that because we're not in communism. I refuse to stand in line for anything. Doesn't matter how good the food is. Next door will be the same, but perhaps underrated. But look at the architecture. This is actually very nice. I didn't know it would be so beautiful. And I'm still not in the actual center. But all of the buildings here, I thought there would be more destruction, not much history left. But this is awesome. And so is Torun, by the way, which is not that far. Gorgeous, honestly. So I have these old buildings that must have been built by Germans at some point. I can just see it by the style. And then a monument here reminding of the gruesome war. More of these old buildings, and then a completely new, or still somewhat new, shopping center right around. And this is how times have moved on. It's super strange. See, this is like, what, 100 years old? Could be. And they have this right here. It's all like converted into something completely modern. And they have just a completely new shopping center right here. It's awesome. And tonight I'll be staying in the Campanile Hotel, which I stayed in Wrocław as well, and it's a real budget option. And it's actually pretty good, has breakfast as well. So this will do for one night here in Bydgoszcz. And then I'll go explore the city, I suppose. Let's check in. Alright, so here we are. This is my hotel room, and for this double room I paid just 30 euros because I collected points, and actually a lot of my bookings are rather affordable. So other than that, I saw that at the reception desk the pricing is 230 zloty per night, which is what, it's like 65 euros or something, which is nowhere near cheap, but it's a pretty good room, I would say. And actually the standard of it could be like Radisson even. It is still affordable for what you get, right? It's more than basic. It's a budget chain, but it's better than basic. I love all of the old architecture. If I had to guess, the city Bydgoszcz, or as it used to be called in German occupancy, Bromberg. I suppose this was part of Prussia as well. But it has to be, right? I can just see it by the architecture. These houses from about 1905 or something. It would be amazing to have such a house. Like, I'm just a single person, never gonna have kids or family, but I wouldn't even need the space to have a house like that. But it's pretty cool to have a house and just have your own driveway for the car, garden, host barbecues. That's what I would do it for. Wouldn't even have anything to fill up the other space. But it's beautiful, and as I get older I feel just more the need to spread out and have a house or something. I don't know, I'm not sure that will ever happen, but wouldn't mind living in such a place. So let's do a little bit of sightseeing here in Bydgoszcz. Super nice residential area here. Bit north of the center. I guess this is all original, I'm not quite sure. Maybe not, or just well renovated. It's hard to tell sometimes, but this seems like a very decent and upcoming city. Thing is that it's a little bit far from Warsaw, but perhaps not, because it's actually a bit in between Warsaw, Gdansk and Poznan. As far as I know from the top of my head, it's somewhere in between. And I don't know how the local economy is. I guess it's nothing awesome, but it's also not Bulgaria, let's be honest. It's pretty decent, and it seems that I don't know, it's just a real Central European vibe it has, where just the decency of everything. This whole area wouldn't look out of place in a big city, big European city. Even Warsaw, it looks a bit like Bydgoszcz here. Just the pre-war housing, beautiful buildings. It would have been such a different time to live here just a century ago. Oh, look at all of that. Wow. There's a lot more to see here than I anticipated. I actually had no idea that it's so historical. I didn't have high expectations coming here. I just spent a few hours drinking tea in my hotel. But it's almost dark. It should have gone out earlier. But I still have the whole day tomorrow. And this is awesome. I think I'll just walk around here a bit north of the center, and tomorrow do actual downtown. It does smell a lot like chimney here and fireplace. Like, the air is not that great. But yeah. Look at this, it's just awesome. I still haven't been in downtown. Maybe this will go on my list with favorite cities of Poland, I have no idea, but I generally get very impressed when I see just old buildings like this and sense of history. So it really gets me excited. Some beautiful university buildings as well. Gorgeous. And I really like the lamppost over there. Historical detail. Just look at all of these buildings. I could walk around here for hours just admiring all of this. What is it? Jugendstil, Art Nouveau. This is awesome. Right, Bydgoszcz is super beautiful, guys. My camera is not very good at night, at least filming, and this hardly does justice to the actual charm of the place. But it must be one of Poland's best kept secrets, and perhaps even for the Poles themselves. At least that's what I think. It's a super beautiful center, and I still have to actually get to the main square, which is right over there. Talk about a glow up, guys. This is Poland nowadays. What a gorgeous city. Absolutely blew me away. I had no idea. I mean, I had some idea because I sent my parents on a trip here. They made a train trip from Gdansk to Poznan by train on my advice, and they flew back from Poznan, and they stopped in Tallinn and Bydgoszcz, and they loved it. So I knew, like, I advised the city, but it's better than I actually expected. Way more historical. Look at this. This is the Stary Rynek, which has mixed reviews, because if main square in Poland gets renovated, they often make it a concrete slab, which is the same here. I don't know why they do that. Like, it's all neatly paved and clean, but it's only concrete, and in summer it gets unbearably hot. So I would guess this is pronounced as Bydgoszcz. I'm not sure. And I guess it means, from my Slavic knowledge at least, by the river, because the river is right there. Bydgoszcz. Hope that's correct, I don't know. Well, I finally found a place to have a quiet beer. Right here it was a bit of a challenge. Like, they had one place where you could draft your own beer, and you needed a sort of card, and you pay the card before, and then after you pay for what you draft. And just these concept bars and stuff, and some really crowded bars. All I want is this, a nice Castellan, whatever beer that is. It's very tasty. I guess it's Czech, I have no idea. For 12 zloty, €3. Fair deal. Cheers.